Hey everybody, it's Benita. Normally when I do a video like this, it's for everybody, but this particular video is for one person. And if you guys get a chance to hear this video, then you know it's not for you. You're not that one person. However, you just happen, to see the video. So now you're invited to see what's going on. I'm going to make the video as short as possible because I may do a story time later. Not later tonight, just later. Because I'm still processing a lot. Sometimes when we find ourselves in situations that we would never be in, if everything was, we were coherent and on our game, However, there are people that will come into your life and pretend to be your friend for as long as they have to get what they want. Now, let me go back and just preface this by reminding you guys that I'm the host of Live Talk with Benita Bradley. I'm the one that's been sharing my 12-year journey of living with 2 different types of brain tumors with everybody. So, and now I'm the one having to kind of deal with the emotional backlash of all of this other stuff. And when I say other stuff, I mean people will come in your life and they will pretend to be your friend. Every time you look up, they're going to be there. When you need anything, they'll make it happen without you even asking. It's almost like this person gets so close to you, y'all feel like one. Like they can almost tell what you're thinking, But in the meantime, because I'm just going to use me, because this story is about me. In the meantime, I'm here, just my daughter, granddaughter, son. Technically my daughter, granddaughter. So to have someone to become a friend, to have a man like that to become a good friend, was cool. So how I met this person used to work for my daughter who's deceased now. He used to work for her. She had a trucking company. He would drive trucks for her. So that's how I met this person. And to me, what I liked about this person, he has so many of my dad's characteristics. I told him, I see you like a big brother. You're another big brother to me. And for me, that was the foundation of the relationship for me. So I go through more brain surgeries and all of that kind of stuff. Fast forward. So my daughter died in 2018. Fast forward, probably 2 years after my daughter died. Yeah, it had to be 2-3 years because then my mother passed away suddenly. So I met this person in 2016, okay? Never thought about this person, none of that. And you want to know why? He's married. And so anyone that knows me, that's something I don't touch. I don't touch, don't taste, don't handle, So I saw him as a friend, big brother. And that's the kind of vibe I built the relationship on. Now, what I was not aware of was that this man wanted more than friendship from me. I couldn't see that. You know how people get so close up on you, you can't really see. I could never see that, because number one, you're married. Number two, you know, I told you I see you like a brother, you know, so like, you know, he would joke around here and there, you know, stuff. But I don't think it registered to me, the totality of what was going on and what was about to happen. Like I said, I don't want to say too much. This is actually an introduction to a video I already put together, but I needed this part to make it clear what the other parts are about. I've never been in a situation where a man chased me for 5 years. These are his words. Chased me for 5 years because from the moment he saw me, he wanted me. He liked me. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. And I think it all happened at a time where, okay, my daughter has died, my mother has died. I'm still going through these surgeries. Every time we think we got a handle on the brain tumor, I have 2 different ones. Every time we got a handle on that one, we had to go back to surgery on that one. Yeah, that one, go back to surgery. It was just in and out of surgeries. And then I learned that I have permanent damage in spots on my brain from having strokes so much. That's how they found the tumors. So I wanted to put that in there so you can understand how jumbled up my mind was at the time all of this is happening. So I wind up in a full-fledged relationship with a married man. You ever look back over something and said, I didn't believe I did that? Why did I do that? How? You know, and I know people say, well, you knew he was married. No, he knew he was married. That's not my obligation. My obligation was to try to keep the friendship, and not try to go into anything different. So yeah, I'm ready for anything that comes with this. My position and why I'm making this video, my heart has been so heavy with this. And sometimes it feels like I can't breathe, like I'm always carrying a secret for him, you know. I'm not angry at him. It's none of that. It's none of that. I got to get this off of my chest so I can breathe, you know. And Albert Train Williams, you have done a lot of damage. And my prayer for you is that you repent and you learn what it is to be committed to one person, and you leave other women alone. Leave people alone that are not bothering you. Leave people alone that didn't call you. I didn't call you. I wasn't bothering you. None of that. You came after me, and you waited till I was at my weakest moment, and that's when you got me. And then once you got me, you didn't want to let go. And so, yeah, I may do a story time. I may do a story time. But just for the record, I didn't start it, but I did stop it. And you know I did. So if you try to, you know. Okay, so I ran over a little bit, so I'm going to just do a part 2 and stop at part 2 for now. So I was telling you guys that I don't know how, I don't know why, But I told you guys that the man that was to me like a big brother, a best friend, all of that, we wind up in a situation that I never saw coming. And once I got into the situation, I just wanted out. But there's so many layers and so many factors at play here. And I know, again, the backlash is going to be, well, you knew that was a married man, blah, 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 blah. Well, here's what I was told. I was told by him that he was getting divorced. You know, that still didn't matter to me. We friends, you know, we tell each other stuff. But after everything got started, I'm like, well, I don't want to be a part of, you know, breaking up nobody or da, da, da. He says, well, no, because he was already in the process of getting divorced 2 years ago, or 2 years from the time he and I started having a romantic relationship. It switched from friendship to that kind of ship. So I don't know. I'm kind of angry at myself when I look back over everything, and I'm like, I'm normally more keen than that. You know, I'm normally more observant, you know, than that. And especially when someone gets that close to me. But when you have so much going on in your brain at one time. Now, let me preference this by saying I'm in no ways going to use that as my excuse. I take full accountability for whatever I did or didn't see, whatever I did and didn't do. I take full accountability. And so, but when you have that much going on in your brain at one time, it's very difficult to compartmentalize things like you would normally do with a brain that's not had any trauma to it at all. Okay. I did know his wife. We weren't friends or anything, but I knew her because, again, I thought all of us were friends. That's what I thought in the beginning. So when he started his move, I guess you could call it, I was taken aback by it, you know. And I guess when just simple things wasn't working, because even you know, it's just not that easy to get me into something. You literally, and I guess this is what he's saying, you literally have to be around me, you have to study me, you have to know the conversation to have with me, all of that. So this guy tells me he's watched me for 5 years. 5 years. Now this is after everything got started. You know, like I said, I just want to be able to breathe. And I want to be able to know that I tried to do the right thing. But once you get stuck in a situation like that with someone that doesn't take no for an answer, someone that makes you feel like they are your, what's the word I want to use? Everything, I guess, you know. It's easy for them to manipulate you. It's like, and it's hell to get out of, you know, hell. Because no matter what I did, what I said, how many times I tried to, you know, break it off or whatever, you know, it wasn't that easy. I do feel like, although I didn't start any of this, I still felt like and feel like I wanted to apologize to his wife, Vanessa, because you thought I came after him, but I didn't. And you've been married to this man 30-something years, so you should know exactly who he is and how he is. That being said, you know I didn't come after him. So, but I did want to apologize for anything. Just apologize for, I'll just say any and everything. It wasn't until recently I was going through my phone and I saw pictures of all of us together at my birthday party. Me, you, Vanessa, your husband, my family, your family. That's when I remembered who you were, when I saw the pictures. Somehow or another, in my mind, I didn't remember meeting you. I didn't remember seeing you. But something kept telling me, like, I might know this lady, you know. And when I was going through my phone, I was looking for something, and I saw pictures of all of us together. And I can only surmise that that is you in the picture, that you're the one in the picture with him and with us all at my 50th birthday party. And I want to apologize. I didn't remember you. Like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm trying to take full accountability of anything I can pull to mind, anything I can pull to remembrance, okay? There's so much I want to say. I wrote a letter and I sent it to your inbox. I don't know if you got it, but I did. So you probably want to check your inbox on Facebook. But I just want to say I'm sorry. And I don't know what he told you, but I'll tell you, I didn't start it, but I did stop it. And I'm sorry. You know, but again, as I recall things, I write them down. And like I said, I remember you now. And again, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is going to be part 3. So I think the main thing that, the main reason why I couldn't remember your face or anything about you was I was being told so much negative, so much bad stuff about you. I had pictured in my mind, this guy must be married to, you know, a really bad person, you know. Even to the point where he told me when you went through his phone and you found out about me, you know what I said, was she upset? what she heard. And I said, tell her I'm sorry. I don't know if he told you or not, but I did say that. And it had really, that's when I started, you know, kind of like, I don't know. Train is such a, Train, you are such a, you're such a good liar. You know, at one point, I called you a predator because that's how I feel. I feel like you prey on women that are either sick or going through a lot of stuff, and, you know, and then you make your move, and, you know, I was already talking to other people. You know, you made me feel like I had to cut all my friends off so I can make you a priority, because you would always say, you know, no one ever put you first. Not your mom, your wife, no one ever put you first. So now the sympathy and everything I thought I was needing from you as a good friend, and me going through everything I'm going through, is flipped around. Now you need my sympathy, and I'm just like, you know, feeling bad for you. Now I realize that was all part of the plan. It's all part of how you move, I guess. I know I'm not the only one this has happened to, but I'm probably the only one that's going to make it public. Because what I will not have my name scandalized. I will not have my name torn down, my character assassinated. I won't have any of that. Before any of that happens, I'll tell the truth myself. And I know you won't say anything. That much I know. Because you want to come across as this guy that has it all together, you know, and all of that, but you're a broken person, and you just go around trying to break other people. You're so broken inside. You value nothing except for what you want when you want it. And I feel like if I don't do this, you'll just keep on being a predator. Going after women in their most vulnerable times of life. Yeah, you became like everything to me. You made sure you were front and center, no matter what it cost you. No matter how much it cost you. I was looking over my bank statements last night for the purpose of making this video, and telling my story. You didn't care what it cost you. As long as you got what you wanted out the deal. Because, like I said, it took me a while, you know, but now, working through with my therapist and everything, you know, trying to recover a lot that I've lost. Because I have so much trauma. Now, when I say loss, I'm not talking about material things. I'm not talking about that. Because materially, only thing I lost was my house. That's a big loss, but he didn't have anything to do with that, you know. I lost my house because I was sick for so long, still being treated for 2 different types of brain tumors. So everything else, my Jeep is paid off, you know. I don't have a lot of overhead. I just wanted to make that clear, that he had nothing to do with that one way or the other. And that's not me trying to protect him. That's just me telling the truth, okay? So, it got to the point where we were a couple. Have you ever felt like you were awake, but you was living somebody else's life, and it wasn't really you? That's how I felt the whole time it was going on. So if I give you the dates, it started here and ended here, I think you should just read the letter. Just read the letter that I sent to your inbox, and all the information that you will need is in the letter. Things I can't say on the video, I can, but I won't. The dates, everything is in the letter. And again, I take full accountability. Not ever something I saw myself in. But I'm glad to be out of it, you know. There was a time when I was like, no, I'm not sleeping with you, da 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 da, you know. But, you know, sometimes he would show up unannounced, you know, and kind of catch me off guard, you know, whatever. But I don't know if the things he said about you are true, Vanessa, but I do think you guys need some serious counseling, both of you. Both of you. I'm already in therapy. You know, things got so tangled up with Train. I was like, I need some extra help. So I went away on vacation for a few days just to unwrap what was going on in my head. You don't believe me? Ask him, because he recommended the place to me. So I thought after that, that would, you know, make him. It didn't. You'll see when it actually ended. Well, read the letter. Because sometimes people could end things, and sometimes things just stop. Stopping something is not necessarily ending something when it comes to relationships, if you're following me. Those of you that are saying you got your dart guns out, fire away. I'm cool. I'm cool. I make these videos and I write letters because, like I said, I have had a lot of trauma to my brain. There are times where, you know, I can do something or say something and forget the next minute, you know. But then it comes back later. My recall is not as quick as it used to be. So that's why I make these videos and I write letters. So, Albert Train Williams, you guys need to sit down. You and Vanessa need to sit down and have a conversation. Conversation doesn't need to be about me, because you know how that happened. I still love you guys. I love myself more, you know, and I just hope whatever. Okay? Bye.
What you did was dirty, and you know it. But I forgive you. But you won't get that close again. Facts.
Message saved. Saved message. Benita Bradley. You got to take my phone call. That's okay. Alright. Received Saturday, 27th January 2024 at 2:38 p.m. Still answering, huh? Okay, don't worry about it. Alright, I ain't calling you no damn more. To replay this message, press 1. To delete, 7. Received Saturday, 27th January 2024 at 3:19 p.m.